This. You're 8 years old. One moment you're holding your parents' hands after watching a movie. The next, they're gone forever. Now imagine reliving that night every single day for the rest of your life. Most people think Batman's greatest battle is against criminals like the Joker or Bane. But what if every punch he throws, every gadget he builds, and every sleepless night in Gotham is actually part of a war happening inside his own head? Today, we're breaking down the psychology behind Batman, not as a superhero, but as a man shaped by trauma. And by the end of this video, you might realize that Batman isn't the strongest hero in comics. He's the most broken. The night everything changed. Trauma doesn't always leave visible scars. Sometimes, it rewrites who you become. For Bruce Wayne, witnessing the murder of his parents wasn't just a tragic memory. It became the defining moment of his entire identity. Psychologists have found that overwhelming childhood trauma can fundamentally change how a person views safety, trust, and control. While everyone responds differently, some people spend years trying to prevent themselves from ever feeling that same helplessness again. Bruce doesn't simply remember Crime Alley. He lives there. Every mission, every rooftop, every criminal, every night. It's all connected to that one moment. Here's something strange. Bruce Wayne is technically the disguise. Batman is the identity he built to survive. Think about that for a second. Most superheroes put on a costume to become heroes. Batman takes off the suit to pretend he's normal. That's, honestly, a little terrifying. But this raises an even bigger question. If Batman's mission began because of trauma, why does he refuse to stop? The answer is darker than most people realize. Why Batman can't let go. Imagine someone offered Bruce Wayne a choice. No crime, no villains, no Gotham in danger. Would he finally be happy? You'd expect the answer to be yes. But maybe not. Many psychologists describe how people can become deeply attached to the roles they've built after major life events. When a mission gives life purpose, letting go of that mission can feel like losing part of yourself. Batman doesn't just fight crime. He needs to. Every night he spends at Wayne Manor would force him to sit alone with memories he spent years outrunning. So instead, he keeps moving. Training, planning, fighting, repeat. Have you noticed something else? Batman almost never allows himself genuine happiness. Relationships fail. Friendships become distant. Even moments of peace don't last long. It's as if his mind whispers, "You don't deserve to stop." That's not superhuman strength. That's emotional imprisonment. And yet, this is exactly why millions of people admire him. Because despite carrying unbearable pain, he still gets up every single night. But there's one final piece of Batman's psychology that changes everything. Batman's greatest strength and his greatest weakness. Here's the paradox. The very trauma that nearly destroyed Bruce Wayne also created Gotham's greatest protector. Without that pain, there is no Batman. But pain alone never creates heroes. Choice does. Every night, Batman has a choice: to give in to anger, or to protect someone else from experiencing what he did. That's why his famous rule against killing matters so much. It's not just a moral code. It's a boundary between justice and revenge. The moment Batman crosses that line, the trauma wins. And that's a battle he refuses to lose. Maybe that's why Batman continues to resonate after all these decades. Not because he's the strongest, not because he's the richest, not even because he's the smartest, but because he represents something deeply human. The idea that our worst moments don't have to define our future. We may never wear a cape. We may never fight crime from rooftops, but everyone carries invisible battles: fear, loss, failure, grief. The question isn't whether those experiences shape us. They will. The real question is what we choose to become because of them. Batman chose to become a symbol. What will you choose? If you enjoyed exploring the psychology behind legendary characters, subscribe. Every mind has a story, and every story hides a lesson. If today's video made you see the world a little differently, there's a lot more waiting for you. And if you're curious about what really drives people, subscribe to PsyTheory, because every week, we uncover another mystery of the human mind. I'll see you in the next theory.